YouTube, what is good? Team of the Week 7 investment video is here. Now, we got a lot we're going to go over in this video other than Team of the Week because there's a lot coming up in the market that's happening this month. We have Black Friday, big market crash with Black Friday. We also have our first season milestone, which is going to be interesting how it's going to affect the market. I think it's going to go down. Even if the way the packs are from it, they're untradeable. It doesn't really matter. I think even just TikTok, if some kid on TikTok makes a video about it, the market's going to come down. Now, before we go into Team of the Week investments, can we have a moment of silence for Team of the Week 6, Atal? He was really the only one that didn't do good. Like I said, overinvestment was what I think would only kind of hurt that card. He did good. If you sold him the Dante SBC when that dropped, he went up to like 22, 23K. But then if you didn't sell then, it's just been down since then. Every other card either hasn't moved or has gone up. Alaba hasn't really moved. Upamecano went up. Smith Rowe went up. Mount went up a decent amount. It's really just Atal that was the L from last week. But a lot of people bought into Atal, and that's what overinvestment is. Now, Team of the Week 7. We are switching it up this week with our investments. I know everyone's going to be like, oh, hey, yo, look at this Carrasco. Usually I'd be like, oh my God, this Carrasco looks like a nice card. It's a different format. I can't show the prices on screen, but Carrasco, let me pull it up on my screen on the side. Carrasco's going for about 25K right now. Now, Carrasco links to Ren and Lodi. Carrasco links to Wants to Watch the Paul, and Carrasco links to the Suarez that just came out. What does that make me think? That makes me think that TTV Bona is going to subscribe when I'm making a YouTube video. I ain't even streaming. Thank you, TTV Bona, for the Twitch Prime sub. That makes me think that a lot of people are going to be investing into this Team of the Week Carrasco, and I'm thinking, all right, we might have some overinvestment. Now, there is a point, I guess you could say, where it would just be too cheap, and it's basically just fodder. If he came down to like 22K, he's 25 right now. 22K would be pretty much too cheap. Even 23K is kind of pushing it, but 22K, I'd be like, all right, like, come on, that's definitely too cheap. Now, to look at the whole Team of the Week as, you know, a whole, I'm not touching any of these cards on the bottom. You know, sometimes you can mess around with silver Team of the Weeks, but I'm not touching any of these cards. Zero, zilch, none of them. Going into the starting 11, we have Buffon. First one, I would say I'd buy him at his min price. I don't know if it's like 10K, 10.25, whatever it is. Buffon at his min price is zero risk. A trend you're going to see with this Team of the Week is we're kind of staying away from the more so usable cards and going into more so fodder, because the way it's looking this month, we have the season milestone, we have Black Friday. I'm kind of going away from the sort of usable cards in maybe preparing for a market crash that could be coming up and going into more so fodder with the hero SBCs we have and with the icon SBCs that are on the way. By the way, Monday coming up, I'm thinking maybe they'll do a second hero SBC and then the week after that on Monday drop an icon SBC and then do an icon SBC twice, because last year when we had the icon SBC, it came out, it expired, and the very same day that it expired, they dropped a second icon SBC. So I'm thinking maybe they'll do the same thing with the hero SBC. It expires on Monday and they release another one on Monday. We'll see. But continuing on through Team of the Week, we have Kjaer. This is another one that's pretty much fodder. If you can get him for like 13K or below, it's zero risk. It's just a fodder Team of the Week. It's more so, honestly, investment-wise, just club stocking. You can invest, but it is a big just sort of kind of club stock, like Correa. This Correa right here is pretty much 11K. It's this Correa, same thing with Arnold, Correa. I don't like Delort as much, but those cards are basically the Smith Rowe. There was Smith Rowe, and it was the Declan Rice dude next to him in Team of the Week. They're 84 overall cards. Get them for below 11K. They'll go to like 12K as soon as they're out of packs, pretty much. So that's that price right there. Correa, Arnold. I kind of like Correa a bit more because he is somewhat usable, at least. I don't know if anyone's going to use this Arnold card, if I'm being honest. I can't click him. There we go. I don't really think many people will use the Arnold card, but Correa is decent stats. I don't think many people are going to use him, but it's better than Arnold. Now, next one, Reece James. I've had a lot of people asking me about this Reece James. He's 15K right now. I don't like it. His stats look decent, yes, but 15K for that card, go look at João Cancelo. Go look at Kyle Walker. Go look at even Trent's Gold, honestly. Trent's Gold card. I look at this Reece James, 15K. So many people are saying, oh, what about him? I'm going to be honest, I don't like it that much. I really don't. So I wouldn't even touch Reece James. And then Next up, we have Tavernier. I got a lot of people asking me about Tavernier as well. They're talking about him. I think he is 13K right now. No, don't touch it. He needs to go down to the same price as Arnold and the same price as Correa. I need Tavernier to come down more. 11K or below? Sure, but right now he's 13K. He's nowhere near that. Next one we're going to look at is Grifo. I'm not going to touch him. 82 overall, don't want to touch it. If I can get an 83 overall card for basically his min price at 10.25, why would I want to get an 82 overall card at that price? Doesn't make that much sense. 84 overall, you know, same thing. Delort, I'd 10.5 max because like I'd rather just get Correa at 10.5 or 10.75, honestly. So 10.5 max, I would say on Delort. I don't think many people are going to use him either. So I'll put him in like the Arnold category. And then Vinicius Jr. This card is insane. This card is absolutely ridiculous. He is incredible in game. I like him more than Neymar. He's 400K right now. What is he on Xbox? He is 350K. I like the card. The only thing I'm worried about is the market crash that could be coming up. But I will say, personally, just to be safe, I wouldn't necessarily be looking at this card as an investment. But if you want him in your team, 400K on PlayStation and pretty much 350 on Xbox, I think that's a steal for this card. I was obsessed with his first inform. I thought he was better than Neymar. The second inform is even better. It's ridiculous. So I really like that card. But investment-wise, especially for the amount that he costs, I'm not going to touch it. And then, you know, we already talked about the Carrasco. Now, let's talk about the market and the whole milestone thing that I wanted to show you guys. So, at the end of a rival season, which is over on Thursday, just to let you know. So you can see here, if I play 23 more games, I get it. There is a big reward. So I'll get 2 100K packs and 1 premium gold player pack. Now, it is untradeable, but that's 200K packs in a premium gold players pack that everyone is going to, I'm going to assume most people will get, depending on what division you're in as well. But you can't get relegated. So most people, if they play the game a decent amount, are in somewhat of a high division. So I think this could potentially cause a market crash, especially if some kid on TikTok makes a video. That's all something needs. Someone making a TikTok on a flashback Mbappe pretty much crashed the market. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone makes a video on 200K packs and a premium gold players pack crashing the market. I don't know what D1 is like, but I mean, Division 2 isn't that hard to get into. So I do think this has some potential to move the market. Now, to get into other cards that I think you guys could potentially invest in that maybe isn't Team of the Week, you could look into Fodder. I really don't think Fodder is a terrible play. We have 88 overall cards here. I'll just switch the screen so I can show you guys, and we'll kind of go through the prices. We'll switch to cheapest player by rating, full screen it. Now, boom. I'm not going to touch 83s. If you want a zero risk investment, you can touch 83s, sure. Look at some of the better cards, though. Like, these guys are all super cheap, and they're going for their min price. Look at an 83 that's selling for like 1,000 coins and try to win them for 900 or less. An example of that would be Aspilicueta. But zero risk is 83s, but I'm not touching them. I really don't think they'll move too much. 84s you can try to get for 2K, but pick one that's good for SBCs, like Jimenez, maybe an Alaba. I still don't like them that much. Where it gets a little better is 85 overall cards. There's some decent potential profit in the 85s. I want them at 5,500 coins, but when you're picking them, you want to pick ones that are good for SBCs. For example, a Bonucci, Delict, Gundogan, Thiago Silva. Try to get them for 5,500 coins. If they do release some sort of SBC, whether it's the Hero SBC again on Monday or just maybe an Icon, I really don't see it happening. We're going to see Fodder do very good. If they don't release an SBC, Fodder's been holding its value pretty well just because so many people are telling others to invest in Fodder. So even if they don't drop anything, I can't see you losing too much profit. Not too much. I really don't see them dropping too much. And if that's the case, guess what? Just hold another week because eventually we should be getting the Icon SBCs. Now, next up, 86 overall cards. I want these for 10K, but choose the better cards. Thiago, Vardy, Laporte. I picked up a few Laportes today at 10K. Hummels, Gerard Moreno, Parejo, any of those cards, good SBC cards. Don't just pick up the cheapest ones. Pick up the ones that are good for SBCs. Then we have 87 overall cards. 15K is a price that I like on them, but pick ones that are, once again, good for SBCs. Ruben Diaz, pretty solid. At this point, they're a little cheaper, though. We have squad battle rewards coming up, so you might be able to get them for below 15K, but pick up ones good for SBCs. Looks like we got Hugo Lloris. We have Aguero. Dybala, I'd maybe avoid that. Ruben Diaz could be decent, and so could Verratti. I'd say maybe below 15K at this point, especially if you're on around squad battle rewards. Try to get them for 14K even, because there's going to be some decent supply coming onto the market. Now, next one, and the very last one we're going to look at is 88 overall cards, around 20K. Some of them you might want to get for a bit less, like Cruz, I'd say 20K, Ramos 20K, Sterling 20K, and Suarez is out of packs, by the way, guys, and he's around 22,000 coins. So, I mean, he's out of packs. He's fodder. It's not too bad of a play if you want to send your coins into some Suarez's. Summing it up, really, I'm staying away from the meta plays. The market is just crazy this year. It's a lot different than it has been in past. It's actually quite tricky to make some coins. I'm looking into more so, you know, the live cards. I have so many coins and ones to watch cards still. I'm looking at fodder because it's the safer play with all these SBCs coming out soon. Also, I'm looking into not really holding cards and doing more so flipping. You can do the lower budget holding, like the marquee matchup investments, the SBC solutions. Obviously those work, but the higher budget ones like the team of the week investments and stuff like that, I'm steering away from that a little bit more and working into more just flipping cards, whether that's trend trading or icon sniping. I will be posting a video soon on trend trading so I can kind of show you guys how to do it, you know, when to know if a card's too low and you can maybe get an overnight flip. One card we're watching, I've been showing more so the lower budget end of stuff because one, it's safer, and two, some of you guys might not have too many coins. I did this last week. I was buying Joe Gomez for about 1,800 coins and I sold most of them for 2,400 coins. Now, right now, I believe Joe Gomez is going for 1,400, 1,300 coins pretty much. With squad battle rewards, if you can win this kind of a card for 1,000, maybe 1,200 coins, but if you can get him on bid for 1,000, that'd be great. If you could win this card for 1,000 coins, I could easily see him midweek somewhere around 1,500 to 1,800 coins. And if that's the case, a card that you're spending maybe 1,000 or 1,200 coins on, you're making anywhere between 600 to 800 coins per card. I'd say that's pretty solid. But that's it for this video. I'll have another one on sort of trend trading coming out sometime this weekend or the beginning of next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next video.